guys. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about that. So, just to reiterate from the last reading, the mutual energy between you and your person is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups embodies, this is Cancer energy. But it's about emotional expression and focusing on emotional health, right? I think you guys are trying to or embarking on this new phase in your connection where it's requiring you both to think with your heart instead of your mind. There is an element of clinginess, right? There's, with the Queen of Cups, that energy can attract a lot of codependent people, right? But it's relatively a message about a time to nurture, to care, and about emotional fulfillment. But there's a specific message to be honest and sincere about what you and your person desire and love. Your person got the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands, right? The Hanged Man is that's being pensive. That's Pisces energy. It's about purity. I think that the person that you're dealing with in this time around August, or maybe just recently, they were in a period of retrospection and they needed some perspective and uncertain about some sort of action that they needed to take. And they might have taken a step backwards. You could have gone through a period of no communication, and they could have kind of emotionally shut off. And they inherently had this resistance, but they're inquiring about what it is that's possibly holding themselves back from providing you a love offer, because how they feel about you is the Page of Cups, right? This is extending a love offer. It's communication. It's a message. It's like the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups, right? They might have not been providing you that, and they might have needed to take a step back and kind of reflect on what is preventing them from moving forward. They could have been procrastinating some form of discussion with you or some communication of love, right? But what they want to communicate with you is the Two of Cups. This is a love connection. They want you to know that they recognize that you're their soulmate, and they know that they have to give that love offer because you and your energy, you got the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You could have some Cancer in your chart, but this is, the Five of Cups is about loss. It's disappointment. It's feeling abandoned. It's this sense of hopelessness, right? And I think that maybe you were feeling this way about this individual, this person you're dealing with. This could have been something you've been nurturing in the past. It could be a friend that turned into a romantic relationship. That's for some. And maybe this person was kind of like hesitant about, should I move forward with this? I'm a little bit on guard. I'm defensive. Should I give this love offer or not? I know this person is my Two of Cups, but I need some perspective. I need a moment away. And it might have upset you a bit because you felt inherently that they just were not willing to offer you the love, and you were originally. But I do sense that maybe in order for you guys to be together, it requires you to move away, right? And to detach. Maybe you've sacrificed a lot for this person, and you're feeling like you've sacrificed a bit of your individuality, because you might have focused so much on their needs. And that's, the Queen of Cups, right? It's someone who just gives and gives and gives and gives without with no expectation of receiving it back. But at some point you feel depleted because you're not receiving any of that love And I think that this person has to take that step in acknowledging, perhaps, and that's what they're recognizing, that they haven't been as nurturing to you. Because what you'd like to tell them is that you're gonna move forward. You're gonna take back your energy, move away, and go fulfill it with someone else that matches your energy, right? The King of Cups. I mean, the King of Cups is also someone who's emotionally mature. Like they recognize how to properly balance their mind and their heart, their passions, and their romantic and professional passions they peacefully coexist in one sphere. And maybe this person did not, and they were kind of spiraling, or they just were not providing you with enough of that. But the likely outcome for you is the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups, right? You're still one step above this other person, right? Like they're a page and you're a knight. This person could be younger than you, or they can embody a more younger, unexperienced person. But I do get a sense that you regress, right, from the King of Cups to the Knight of Cups. And it will require you to embody this Queen of Swords energy. So there's this emphasis on you needing to be clear about your worth, right? And you knowing that if you don't give me and match the level of love that I give to you, then I'm inadvertently forced to retreat my energy and hold off to protect myself and move away from this loving and caring person to someone who maybe is not as committal, right? Because the Knight of Cups is someone who gallops away in the tarot and is kind of like, acts more on like impulse and not so much on long-term commitment. But with the Queen of Swords being in your side of the reading, it's about discerning what you want and cutting out those people in your life that do not suit you. And I think that you're in a period where you're looking for some independence and self-sufficiency along with a love relationship, right? And I mentioned that you might be feeling like you've lost a bit of yourself in this journey with this person. And I feel like you're in this space where you're needing to make some adjustments about how to engage in this relationship so you don't feel depleted anymore. And you still embody your own strength and you don't let go of that. And the blockages between you and the person of interest, we got the Death and the Star. I mean, look at the parallel, right? We have an ending and then a wish fulfillment. And then for the likely outcome, we have the Hermit and the Sun. That's 4 major arcana clarifying the union between you and this person. So this is a significant partnership that you're engaging in, right? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Hierophant, right? So there's going to be an offer extended for long-term stability and commitment. And I think that this person is finally owning up to the plate and recognizing that they've been, half-assing this. But there's also a message that many of you might also just be in love with the idea of love, and you've gone out of your way to do it, but by doing so, you've lost a bit of yourself and your personality. So ensuring that maybe you reevaluate yourself too and how you engage in love relationships, because you might need to end some of that, right? Some ending of the way that you navigate and give love. And this individual needs to reevaluate how they're willing to provide you with love, right? And maybe you've had some unrealistic expectations as well, right? Which is maybe why you're in this Queen of Swords energy. But I really do get a sense that if this is not you, it might be this person. With the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here together, I get a sense that this relationship or this person can be, there's this essence of feeling suffocated, and there's a possessiveness here, and it's kind of deteriorated a bit of how you feel towards this person, and it maybe has wanted it maybe forced you to leave or end the relationship, right? To end this with this person. Um, or um, you could be holding on some resentment from a past lover, possibly another water sign, or an air sign. And you might have needed to resolve these things so that you can move forward with this person. But they're defensive about the time that they require, right? Like they are defending their space so that they can evaluate on how to move forward. But they're planning on this next stage because they know. And I think, right, it's like light and death, retreat and joy and expansion, right? Um, you could be recovering from a recent breakup with this person or with someone in the past, right? Or vice versa. Maybe this person needed some space to recover from an ending, and they might have had to end a relationship with another person so that they can give you a love offer. And in that time, you might have been feeling a bit like, okay, well, maybe I should just not engage in this and kind of like nurture myself and hold off on how I really feel, or hold off on expressing how I really feel, and start off a little smaller, right? From King to Knight of Pentacles. But all these pages of cups combined, they create the Two of Cups, right? We have a page and a knight meet together to create the Two of Cups, right? It's a beautiful love union. But I do get a sense that what you could expect from the next phase of what could happen here in August, it could happen between the 4th and the 12th of, like the 4th of the 12th of August. Something can happen or something will happen. I do get a sense that both of you need some time alone in order to develop some insight and foresight about yourselves and what you're going to be contributing in this next phase of the relationship, right? With the star and the sun. And it might be a bit lonely, or it has been, but this soul searching is kind of required, right? And it might be a bit uncomfortable, but prepare for a much stronger foundation, right? To be an outcome of this as a result, right? But I do get a sense that some of you you've been waiting on this person. And sometimes you're like, you know what, maybe I need to start smaller because I feel depleted either from the past or from this person. But we have the sun and the star here, right? It takes some form of ending for a new beginning to come about. And whether or not you believe in it right now, it's important that you trust yourself and recognize your worth. I think that everything that you've been doing up until now has been what suits you the best, because I don't see you necessarily feeling heartbroken about it, but being more conservative and pragmatic about how you're going to move forward with them. I think you're willing to cooperate and to reconnect with this person if you did end it, but you're going to be like, I'm gonna start off small until this person proves to me that they're worth my love, because I've been in this cycle in the past where I've given and not gotten anything in return. And I think that up until this page becomes a king, you're going to hold off until then. But I do get a sense that this next phase is going to be great. And for those of you who are not in a relationship right now or involved with anyone, I do get a sense that someone possibly some of you might be okay, sorry, I got a message. Some of you might have gotten laid off at work and you had to move back home, and you might have rekindled something with a past flame, And this actually has the potential to grow and move forward. And you might have met up at some point during July or in the summer. Maybe you reconnected because you were feeling a little lonely, so you shot out like a blind message, and they accepted it, and you realize that maybe that this person, or they actually realized that, wow, like this person is someone that I could see a long-term potential with. And so maybe after a period of job loss, relocation, kind of feeling depressed, you actually had an opportunity to meet someone brand new. Well, not brand new, but someone from the past, or someone you did meet, someone new. And they extended a love offer about like, hey, like let's see how this goes, like now that you're back home or whatever, or now that you moved here. And I feel like some of you have been a little hesitant because you might have ended something, or you kind of just depleted from all of the things that have happened to you in the past, and you need some time to heal that so that you can like properly align yourself with this new connection. But I do get a sense that you'll be like having a lot of fun with this person, and it has a really good opportunity to become a long-term solution. And possibly um, you might actually meet them at work if you actually relocated because of work, and it brings you, this new job actually brings you a sense of love, and a new love offer. But this is super exciting, guys. Let me know if this resonates with you. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if these messages apply to you. And if not, make sure to check out the other aspects of your chart. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the month.